I wanted to take this opportunity to say a very big welcome to all of the new students in our Masters of Teaching Practice primary program for Semester 2 2015. My name's Nikki Carr and I'm the course coordinator for your course, Introduction to Educational Settings. I won't be delivering the course to you though, that will be done by my colleague Dr. Rohan Netsinger, but I'm responsible for designing the course, so I thought I'd better welcome you regardless. This course has been designed as an introductory course, so we thought it was important that you complete this course in its entirety before you commence your 4-week block teaching placement associated with your Connected Classrooms course later in the semester. As a result of that, this course is being delivered in a really intensive mode, and that's going to bring with it some challenges, but also some great opportunities to really have a focused look at what schools and schooling is all about. So I guess one of my key messages in this welcome is for you to be really, really, really well organised and well prepared. Otherwise, the challenges of the course might be a little much. But being really, really, really well organised and prepared are fantastic characteristics or traits that primary school teachers need to develop. So I'm justifying this in terms of helping you to develop those really desirable primary teaching characteristics. To help you get ready for this intensive mode, I'm going to give you a little bit of a guided tour through the course website, which is something that you'll need to become intimately familiar with. To get to this part of the website, I've clicked on the schedules for semester 2, and what this shows you for each session is the day, the time and the location, what you'll be focusing on in each workshop, and what the readings are that will be addressed before and during the workshop. And that happens for each session, each of the first 5 sessions. The first 5 workshops will take place on campus, but the remaining workshops take place online and are designed specifically to scaffold or support your reflections about your experiences when you are in schools. So this course is linked very closely to your professional placement. That is the time that you spend in schools being supervised by a registered teacher and practicing the sorts of ideas that we talk about here at university. Research tells us that the most effective teachers are those teachers who engage in reflective or reflexive practice. So the purpose behind these 6 workshops is to deepen your understanding of the topics involved, but also to help support your reflection about the experiences that you see. It's really important when teaching to try and unpack the sorts of things that you're seeing. But as very novice teachers, it's hard to know exactly what it is that you are seeing. So make the most of the opportunity with these online workshops to engage with the ideas, to try and unpack what it is that you have experienced whilst you've been in schools on your single days. I'm now in the learning resources part of the website. This course runs on what we call a flipped learning model. That means that instead of us giving you homework to do after a class, we give you the homework to do before the class. We ask you to read certain articles or chapters from books that we've provided for you, and we ask you to think about those by providing some short activities for you to undertake. We want you to do those activities before each workshop so that during the workshop you have opportunities to interrogate those ideas at a deeper level and ask questions. You will, as a group and individually, get so much more out of your workshops if you come prepared. Given the intensive nature of this course this semester, it's a really good idea to get as much done as you possibly can before your other classes start. So prepare yourselves well ahead. All of the material that you'll need is on the course website under the Learning Resources Semester 2 heading. It's organised by session. So for each session, you have a workshop folder. I've clicked on the Session 1 folder, just mucking around here, and this is what it looks like. And every folder follows a fairly similar format. Here are your pre-workshop tasks. There's 2 articles here or chapters that we want you to read around the topic, what is the purpose of schooling, why bother teaching? So read the 2, and then here's your thinking activity. So each pre-workshop task follows read and then think. And we give you some guiding questions like these ones to help guide your thinking and respond to some of the sorts of ideas we want you to engage with. So each session, there'll be 2 readings, at least 2 or 3, and some activities to do. For your online workshops, we also have a post-observation day discussion forum that we ask you to participate in. Whilst we've put online your pre-workshop tasks that we would like you to complete before each single day of your placement, the discussion forums provide an opportunity for you to connect with your tutor and with me about what you're seeing and what you're experiencing. Being reflexive, reflecting on what you're seeing, trying to understand why what you're seeing is rubbing up against some of the things that you might have assumed or that you believe, is a really important feature of being a teacher. So engage in a professional conversation with each other and with your tutors to try and unpack what it is that you're seeing and experiencing when you're in schools, and try to make sense of it so that when you are in your own classroom, you are drawing on the benefit of that experience and trying to understand the implications that your experience has for your own practice. As mentioned earlier, this course is linked to your professional experience, your first professional experience. This section of the website is called School Materials, and this is where you can access the sorts of information that we have sent to the schools, as well as the forms that you will need to have in place. Of course, this isn't a university course without some assessment tasks. And so to find out how we're going to be assessing your learning, you should have a look at the assessment tasks link here. And what I've done is organise the assessment tasks into folders. And so these are the folders here. So you have 2 major tasks, and each folder contains description, where you submit, and you'll submit online, the criteria sheets that we use to mark them, any other relevant information that we might need to provide to support you, and I will create a podcast for each of the assessment tasks that will be in these folders as well. So familiarise yourself with what you're expected to do and when you're expected to do them. Well, that concludes my initial guided tour to the website. As previously mentioned, take the time before classes start to become as familiar as you can with the website. The onus will be very much on you to manage your learning through this intensive mode of delivery. So my strongest advice is to get a head start. Whilst it might seem rather daunting to have so much work due when you're first coming back to university, just think of this. once you've finished your 5 days in placement, once you've then done your 4-week block of placement, the rest of the semester is going to seem like a breeze. So hold on to that thought as you're pushing through the intensive workload at the beginning. I hope to see some of you on campus at some point. I'll certainly see you online in the discussion forums in a couple of weeks' time. And good luck for all of you.